Hey, it's Trish, and it's that time of year, yay! It's homeschool planning season. It's not quite warm enough yet. It doesn't feel right because this winter's been weird. It's real life. No edits because that's how life is. So, I decided to put together a short list. I haven't quite got everything together and finalized everything. Please, why are you doing that? So now she's gonna make faces. Anyway, I decided to put together a short list of homeschool curriculum I'm considering for this next year. Okay, so I know usually it's like, oh, this is what I'm gonna do. There's so many different ways to do it, and I did a video. I'll put it probably at the end. I'll put it up there. I'll put it down there. I'll put it somewhere. And that I talked about the perfect curriculum. Here's a little, what's that called? Where you tell the secret. There is no perfect curriculum. So if you don't know me, I've been homeschooling for about 9 years, and I have 6 kids. We live on 10 acres, and we currently live in a tiny house. Bless you. And we're all kind of fighting something now. It's one of those days. So I got the coat throat. I got the fisherman's friend, getting it good. So one of the biggest things I try to do is just encouragement from the trenches of motherhood. Really? Okay. So I kind of shortlisted what I wanted to do and what I'm thinking about doing. Some of them are strikingly different. Some of them are kind of the same. This is not a real, like, hey, this is what I'm going to do for English. This is what I'm thinking about doing. It's kind of like the whole concept of what I want to go through. Because they all have very different styles. Anyway, and I'll tell you why. So the very first one that I was like ready to go buy everything, and I almost did it in December, but you know, I never know how things are gonna go. Stay in here. Is My Father's World. I've done My Father's World for kindergarten. I really like the style. I don't remember why I stopped using it. I love the kindergarten program. It's a really good program. But the whole, I've been watching a series of videos. I have to find them. I'll put them down there. And it's from the creator of My Father's World. And he talks about why he put it together. So I gotta take that thing out. The big thing is like about My Father's World that I really like is it is respectable, and not respectable would be the word, but just the fact that it's considerate to a mom. It's not overkill. It's not extreme. You know, it's, I've done Sunlight, and Bookshark is a sister company. It's like a nice, gentle version of them with the whole reading, you know, and you pull in different aspects to them. But I really like the idea that I could do this last year, everybody in one program, and it's also very affordable in one program, and we could all study the same thing, and I really, really like that. So that's why, like, it's like my #1 pick of doing curriculum. Really, absolutely. I like it a lot. And anyway, so listening to the videos, and I just feel like it has a more gentler approach, and it's a more doable approach, and you're getting the history and your science, and it's, you know, and you can be done at a reasonable amount of time, and not just, you can take it as far as you want, but you know, like, that's enough. And you're not going to get a horse reading constantly. All right, my #2 one was just going back to the absolute basics of homeschooling curriculum and going with Robinson curriculum. I like that curriculum. Now, I'd make a little bit of alterations to it. So we're using Saxon math books, and I don't actually see us leaving Saxon math books. It gets the job done. But we would you know, so we're doing that anyways. And then Robinson curriculum is you read and then you write every day, and it's just those plain things. It's very kind of very simple, very basic. The only thing I do different is, and by the way, I'm kind of doing Robinson style a little bit right now because it's just easier to get through the end of the year, you know, the different seasons of the year. And there's one I seen, it said fall is traditional schooling, winter is Charlotte Mason, and spring is unschooling. Ours kind of typically goes in that realm. But anyways, I really like it. The only thing I've done a little differently is instead of printing out all those books, we use a lot of the lamplighter books instead. So like right now, all my kids are reading a chapter in a lamplighter, and then they're actually doing copy work out of that, because that's what we need in this moment right now. If I did Robinson curriculum as a full-out curriculum, and if that's what I go with next year, I would either do the BJU English. I really like BJU English. And if you have like a high school kid or a middle schooler, I would just say do BJU 6. I don't care for BJU 7, and because of that, I doubt I would care for anything above that. But BJU 6 is a really, really good English program, and it has the writing in there. I'd also even consider doing Sandy Queen, is it McQueen or Sandy Queen, Queen's Homeschool, Queen's School. She has these really Charlotte Mason style books that are they remind me, everything's drawing a blank. Primary language lessons, they're kind of the style, Emma Searle's style, but they're in color and usable workbooks, which are beautiful. So I like that too. All right, another one, see, it's like jumping all over. It's like either we're going to be hands-on, hands-off, or let's just sign up for a co-op. And I'm actually been looking into classical conversations. I'm going to have a video out, hopefully Monday, that talks about going to their meetings and doing their open house and the whole 9 yards. So I'm really looking into that. We really need community. And I've had no success at creating one, finding a consistent one at all around here. It's just the way it is. It's unfortunate, but it is the way it is. And I'm still looking into classical conversations. I'm looking at the curriculum. I was really, foundations. We did do an open house, and I was actually shocked. My kids memorized all of that content in 2 days. And I was just like, and in fact, I did too, which was really weird because I was listening to the songs because they found them on YouTube. So the fear of it being unmanageable was a bit shocking that, oh, there's a cardinal, that it wasn't unmanageable. I really love the essentials grammar. In fact, that would be a better alternative to BJ. Well, they did it with IEW, but that was really good too, because you essentially take one sentence a day, every day, and you diagram it, and at the end of the year you just repeat it, and it's still new enough. So I like that a lot. My other aspect was mashing up those self-paced workbooks between, ACE we used, and I really love ACE. I still recommend ACE. Christian Light we've used, and we are using, we have used, and we've been using, we just finished using. And then LifePack. We've used LifePack. I will tell you, I wouldn't go all in for one, because they all have their pluses and their minuses. And ACE, I love the most of their program is math and science. So CLE, Christian Light Education, I love the Bible, I love their English, I love their reading program. LifePack, I like their history and their language arts. So let me tell you why. Now, if I was doing this, I wouldn't use the ACE math. I'd actually just stick to Saxon because that's what's working. And let me tell you, when you find something that works, don't leave it. Just stick to it. There's no perfect homeschooling. It's not supposed to look like a box curriculum. Just when you find things that work, use that. Don't deviate. Use it. If one kid's not working, don't take everybody off, because I've done that. You don't want to do that. Here's the thing. I don't like Christian Light Education Science. It was very, very dry. LifePack and ACE come off as a little dry. LifePack comes off very colorful and stuff. The thing I don't like about LifePack, and really you could go science and history with ACE. There they go. They walked out the other door. ACE comes off really dry and intense, but they really do a good job teaching the definitions and making it fun, like crossword puzzles and stuff like that, to help you get those memorizations down. LifePack just kind of says, here you go, read into this. You know, and then it's just like you're supposed to commit. So I find it hard to really retain it in LifePack. But I still think it's colorful, and I like the way they teach history. But that's a personal preference, totally personal. I like CLE English because it is more parent involved, and it has the handwriting and has the spelling and the language arts all in one. ACE has it separated, and honestly I find their English very tough to do. But I like LifePack's English. It's kind of a, I hate to call it a watered down version, but anyways, I think it kind of is because it contains the reading, and I like Christian Light reading the best. So there's your part on self-paced. I'm gonna hurry up, I'm gonna run out of juice. The Good and the Beautiful is number 5, is the last one, number 5, and that is because I haven't looked into it that much, but it looks so exciting. So that's like on the short list. So those would be my 5 that I would be looking into for next year. So what are yours? Let me know, leave it in the comments. What's your short list for next year? Talk to you later.